Okay, to get started, we'll be lying on the ground.
Oh.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
And we'll just do a nice big stretch, reaching up over your head, pointing your toes, stretching out your fingers. Take a nice deep breath. And then you're going to pull your knees up to your chest. And you'll just kind of hug your knees to your chest. And we'll do the same thing. Take a couple deep breaths. And as you exhale, you can really squeeze those knees up to your chest. And on your next big inhale, we'll reach up over your head again. And then exhale, pull your knees back up to your chest. And we'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, big stretch, hands overhead, stretching your fingertips, pointing your toes. And then exhale, pulling those knees to your chest. Inhale, big stretch overhead. Exhale, knee hug. And we'll do it one more time. So big exhale. And then inhale and stretch. Last big stretch. And then exhale, knee hug. Both knees to your chest. And then we're going to go ahead and extend one leg straight and then keep your other leg pulled up to your chest. So you got both hands on that one knee, hugging up to your chest. And if you want, you can kind of pull that knee off to the side a little bit, maybe opening up your hip, and then bring it across. Just kind of moving around a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and switch legs. So we'll straighten out both legs and then pull that other knee up to your chest. And again, using both hands to really pull that knee up as high as you can. Maybe pulling it off to the outside. Pulling it across your body. Just trying to open up that hip. All right, and then we'll switch again. And now we'll just get one nice big pull and then straighten the legs out and switch to the other side. Nice big pull on this side and switch again. So just moving through a little bit more quickly. Switching to the other side. Last pull on this side. And then we're going to pull that knee up to your chest, and now we're going to pull it across your body. You're going to keep, let's go with your right knee. So pulling your right knee up to your chest. Place your right arm flat on the ground. So keeping your shoulders on the ground, but then taking that right knee and pulling it across your body as far as you can get it. So your hips and your low back may come up off the ground, but you're trying to keep that right shoulder on the ground as your right hip crosses your body. So big twist. Couple of nice deep breaths.
That's a good stretch.
Yeah. And we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. So now pulling that left knee up to your chest, placing that left arm on the ground, left shoulder stays down, and then crossing your right side of your body. So that hip might come up off the ground. Big twist, stretching the other side. And reminder to take some nice deep breaths while you're here. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and bring your hips back to the ground, And we'll switch legs and we'll pull that knee across and just get a good stretch and then bring it back. And we'll straighten out your legs, pull that other knee up to your chest, twisting across, big stretch and switch. So not really holding it this time, but alternating back and forth, straightening those legs out and then switching to the other side. Again, crossing your body, trying to keep that opposite shoulder on the ground. And we'll do one more time each side. All right. Next, we're gonna stay here on the ground, and your feet will be flat on the ground now. And sorry, I'm just getting my clock set here. All right, so yeah, your feet will be flat on the ground, and you're going to just squeeze your glutes to drive your hips up into the air. And your arms can kind of be hanging out on the ground, hanging out on your chest. And we're just gonna nice and slow and steady pull your hips up. Give them a nice squeeze at the top. And then one little vertebrae at a time back down to the ground. Just doing some of these glute bridge raises. Nice and slow and steady. All right, and then we're gonna hold here. 3, 2, 1, hold. Squeezing your glutes, hips as high as you can. And again, arms hanging out on the ground, maybe on your chest, off to the side. Anywhere is good. Keeping that neck relaxed. We're gonna be here for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your hips back down. And now we're going to plant your left foot, and your right leg is just going to kind of be hanging out straight. And we're going to do some of those raises. So squeezing your glutes to drive your hips up. But now you just got one foot planted, and then nice and control one vertebrae at a time on the way down. And it doesn't matter too much what that off leg is doing. If it's staying up in the air or if it's kind of hanging out flat. All right, and then we're gonna hold up at the top in 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top, hips high. Squeezing that glute, trying to hover that off leg. We're gonna be here for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your hips back down, and we'll switch legs. So we'll plant that left foot now, or if you were doing the right foot with me, I'm not sure. And we'll go ahead and squeeze the glutes, trying to raise those hips up, but just planting with that one leg. And nice and slow and steady. All right, and then we're gonna hold on this side in 3, 2, 1. Get those hips as high as you can. Nice, we're gonna take a nice break after this. Pushing into the ground with that foot. Again, keeping your hips hovering for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bringing it down in control and rest. Okay, we'll kind of take a break. Nice job. And then we're going to repeat. But we'll take a minute off so you can kind of just rest here a little bit. Take some nice deep breaths. More seconds to rest.
You should have asked me what I could grab for you.
All right, 10 more seconds. And remember, we start with both feet on the ground. And we're just gonna raise our hips up. 3, 2, 1. Squeezing your glutes, hips up as high as you can. And then nice and slow and steady back down. As you're lowering, trying to think about squeezing your belly button to your spine as you lower one little vertebrae at a time. And squeezing your glutes on the way up to get your hips as high as you can. All right, and we're gonna hold, ready, set, hold at the top. Squeezing those glutes, getting your hips as high as you can. Trying to stay relaxed with your neck. Keeping those nice deep breaths. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Again, lowering with control. And then we'll go ahead and go into one foot. I'm going to go on my left foot. And squeezing that glute, trying to drive your hips up. And then lowering down, same control as before. And again, it's kind of doesn't matter what that off foot is doing. All right, and we're gonna go into a hold. 3, 2, 1. 1 foot hold. Hips high. Pushing into the ground with that foot. Nice job. Doing great. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Again, lowering with control, and we'll switch to the other side. And so we'll push that other foot into the ground, squeezing the glute to raise your hips up on one foot. Nice control. Slow on the way down. Squeezing belly button to spine. Kind of rolling your back down one vertebrae at a time. All right, 3, 2, 1. We'll hold. Pushing into the ground with that foot. Keeping those hips as high as you can. Hovering that off leg. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lower with control. All right, and rest. Nice job. And as you come up, you can get a sip of water if you like. And as you come up, we'll kind of take a little butterfly stretch. So feet together, knees off to the side. And kind of stretch out our hips a little bit after working our glutes. It'll feel good. And we'll just hang out here for about a minute as we rest a second. And then for the next part, we're going to be using I'm going to be using this PVC pipe or a broomstick or a walking stick or a dowel. Yeah, and we'll grab that for the next part. Okay, so you can go ahead and come on up to standing and go ahead and find your toy. And so this is here for you to use if and when you need it for this part. So at first we're gonna just try doing some 1 foot balance. So you might not need it, but if you do need it to kind of keep your balance, you'll have it nearby, or you can even have it in your hand and ready to go. But just letting you know, you might not always be actually using it. Sorry, just trying to make sure I got this all set.
No, I'm just moving her bones out of my way so I don't trip.
So we're gonna start just kind of warming up by standing on one foot. You can choose. I'm gonna go left foot first. Ready, set, go. And we're just gonna hang out on this foot for 1 minute. It doesn't matter what else you're doing. And again, if you need to use your walking stick, you can. But you're just gonna hang out on that one foot for 1 minute. Okay, ready, set, go. Yeah, nice. Nice. And as we hang out here, you may start to feel your toes kind of squeezing the ground. You may notice that like looking around at something different might mess up your balance a little bit. We're halfway through. Nice job. And if you're like feeling like you're starting to lose your balance, you can just use your stick to keep you standing on that one foot, but we're gonna go for 15 more seconds. Ten more seconds. And we're gonna go straight onto the other foot. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and switch feet. And again, we're just hanging out here. It doesn't matter what anything else is happening. Just getting this ankle foot stabilizer balance, just kind of warming it up a little bit. Halfway. Nice. We're very zen right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, so great job. The next thing we're gonna do, without your dowel, you can just set it down. You're gonna have your feet touching, and you're gonna bend your knees, sitting your butt down as low as you can. Not as low as you can. Just a quarter squat. We're not going very low, like the opposite of as low as you can. Not very low is what I was trying to emphasize. But I said like the opposite. So just like a little quarter squat, and then you're gonna pick up one foot and stand all the way up on the other foot. So that's why you're not going very low, because you want to stay in control the whole time. But your feet start together, little quarter squat, pick up one foot, and then stand up. Yeah, nice. So I'll kind of show you what it looks like from the side. And we're just gonna do 8 times, so 4 per leg. And so then as you get control, maybe you start going a little bit lower. But the idea is to have control and balance the entire time. So don't go so low that you're gonna lose that. And again, trying to pick that foot up before you stand all the way up. So you're standing on one foot. Nice. Oh, my hip just popped. Because we're really using those hips. And again, 8 total, so 4 per side. We might be done with those. And then we'll go back to our 1 foot balance thing. And so now we're gonna just add a little movement. And so again, this is kind of just here if you need it. And we're gonna do 5 high knees. And again, you're not really setting your foot all the way down, just bringing it towards the ground and trying to balance on that 1 foot as much as you can. And then we'll switch and do 5 on the other side. And then next, again, if we need this, you have it. You're gonna, on 1 foot, we're gonna do a hinge or an RDL, so we're like one leg, you're bowing forward on one leg, your chest comes down. And this other leg, it could be bent, it could be straight, maybe it hangs out here, but either way, you're just hinging at the hips, keeping your hips high. And again, using this if you need to for balance. But if you don't need it, you don't need it either. And you're just kind of hinging forward. Yeah, nice. And we're gonna do that 5 times. And then switch feet. And again, if you're using this to kind of balance, maybe it's like a good counterbalance to have out there. You have both hands on it if you need. But just more important to do some with a little help of this than to not be able to do the reps. Nice, and as you're doing these, you're trying to keep your hips square so that if your hips were a bowl, the water would pour out straight in front of you. Nice. And once you've done 5 per side of those, we're going to do, now on one foot, you're going to take the opposite foot, you're going to cross it behind you and across, and then you're going to bend your knees. And so this time you can set that other knee down, but then you'll come back around. And so you're kind of trying to twist around. This one's the curtsy. And again, using that balance if you need it. We're trying to do 5 per side. And the idea being you're mostly balancing on this one leg until you kind of set that toe down in the back, and then you can put some weight on that back foot. And then once you've done 5, we'll switch to the other side. Okay, and then we'll set that down, kind of shake it out a little bit, and we'll go into those little narrow stance squats again. And so you can do 4 per side on your own. Again, feet starting together, bending your knees, dropping your hips, picking up one foot, and then standing on the other foot. And you'll just do 4 per side, moving at your own pace for this part. And then you can shake it out a little bit, maybe a sip of water, and we'll do another round. But it's okay to kind of take a break. Maybe wiggle your hips around a little bit. And we'll come back to our dowel, we'll say in 30 seconds. So 30 more seconds to kind of be loose. And yeah, if you don't want water and stuff, it can still feel good to kind of not be, give your muscles a little break. Okay, and then of course we're gonna keep adding layers onto this next round. So this time we are going to do each movement that we did before, but one at a time in succession, and we're gonna add a little hold. And so let's start on your left leg, and again, having this out here for balance. We'll do that high knee, and we'll just do the first round together. So we'll go into that high knee, and we'll hold here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, stay where you're at. I'm just gonna twist to show you, and then we're gonna go into that hinge. You don't have to actually twist, sorry. And then we're gonna hold here at the bottom of this hinge on one foot. Nice job using this if you need to balance. Holding 3, 2, 1, come on back up, and then we'll finish by crossing over behind into that curtsy. We don't need to hold here. And then we'll switch legs. And so we'll high knee, hold here, 10 seconds, knee as high as you can. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll hinge forward. So that deep hinge on one foot, keeping your hips square. Keep holding, 3, 2, 1, coming back up to standing, and then crossing behind, dropping your knees down into the curtsy. Okay, and then we'll switch. We're gonna do 3 more per side. So high knee, and we'll hold, nice, perfect. 3, 2, 1, and then the hinge. 3, 2, 1, standing all the way back up, crossing over into that curtsy, and then switching legs. And so we'll go into that high knee, we'll hold, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hinging forward, keeping your hips square, holding here. 3, 2, 1, back up, crossing that leg behind, bending the knees, curtsy. And switch. Is that 2 more per side now? Knee hug, hold, knee up, toe up. 3, 2, 1, hinge. 3, 2, 1, back up, cross behind, curtsy, switch legs, high knee, nice, knee up, toe up, nice work. 3, 2, 1, hinging forward, bowing into that deadlift position. Keep holding, nice work. 3, 2, 1, back up, cross behind for that curtsy. Okay, 1 more per side. Knee up, toe up, hold. 3, 2, 1, bowing forward. Nice job, great work, good balance. 3, 2, 1, back up with your chest, cross behind, curtsy, switch legs. Last one, knee up. 3, 2, 1, hinging forward, bowing with your chest, hips forward. 3, 2, 1, chest back up, cross behind, bend those knees, and back up. All right, and then a little shake out, and we'll do another round of those narrow stance, feet together, little squat, pick up 1 foot and stand. Yeah, you can just do 8 of those on your own, 4 per side. once you're done, shake it out. A little sip of water. All right, and then this last round through this part, we're gonna string them all together with no hold. So you're gonna go on one foot, high knee, into that, whoop, this is why I keep needing to twist this way. High knee into that hinge, then back up into the curtsy. And then you're gonna stay on this same leg, high knee, hinge, curtsy. And then again, if you want your dowel to balance, that's what it's here for. And we're just gonna try to string together 4 on each side. So you'll do 4 times, high knee, hinge, curtsy, and that would be 1. And trying to kind of stay balanced on that one foot the whole time. And so yeah, when you're ready, you can go for it. Oops, high knee, hinge, curtsy, high knee, hinge, curtsy. And once you've got 4 of each thing, we'll switch to the other leg. And then you can just take a break, grab some water. That was the last part of that. We are going to use our, we're going to use our toy again, but for something different now. And so for the last 10 minutes of today, we're gonna do 30-second kind of stations through 3 different movements and then a rest, 30 seconds. And so we'll kind of just go through that to finish up the workout for today. And so the first movement that we're gonna be doing is with your hands on your head. You're gonna take a wide step, you're gonna bend your knees, and you're gonna put all your weight on, let's say your right side to start, and you're gonna pull your left knee up. So hit with your hands on your head, bending your knees, and then just kind of pulling this knee up, and then we'll step to the other side, pulling this knee up. Yeah, so you're taking this wide stance and just kind of bending your knees, but pulling your other knee up. So you should be able to kind of move through this, not stepping so wide that you can't stay balanced. Yeah, nice, great. And then the other one we're gonna do, I think we've done before, you're gonna punch with your right arm and kick with your left leg. Yeah. And again, these are kind of more about just keeping moving. Okay, and then this other one, I'm always trying to come up with new fun things for us. This is where your toy is gonna come into place. You're gonna hold it up over your head. It's okay if your arms are bent or whatever, but it's over your head as you're doing your in-place march. And so it can be a fast march, or it can just be that nice march, but we're gonna keep our weight up over our head this time as we do it. And then remember, as you're holding it overhead, you want to avoid shrugging your shoulders. So shoulder blades are down and back, but you're squeezing it with your grip, and you're using your arms to hold the weight rather than using your neck and shrugging your shoulders. So shoulder blades are down and back. It's not too heavy, so you got it up there. And then we'll rest the next 30 seconds. And those will be our stations.
Ready.
Ready? Okay, awesome. Yeah, this one sounds fun. But I guess I wrote it, so. All right, okay, so starting with those wide step kick things with your hands on your head. Ready, set, go. So this wide step, yes. Nice. Oh my gosh, my hips are still just crunching. Guess they're really moving today. 10 more seconds for these, and then we're going to the kick punch. 3, 2, 1. So right arm, left leg. So it's an opposite kick punch. And just trying to get that leg out there in front. Punch your arm as hard as you can. All right, in 10 seconds, we're gonna grab that walking stick or whatever you got. 3, 2, 1. And it's going up overhead as we march in place. Nice. As fast as you're feeling like moving today. And again, try to relax your shoulders as you're just squeezing with your grip. 3, 2, 1. All right, and now we'll rest. Good job. And we'll keep going. We're gonna do 4 more times through. All right, we're gonna start again at the top in 10 seconds. Remember, hands on your head, that wide, like a puppet kind of move, I guess. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice work. I know, these feel kind of goofy, but it also feels good in a way. Opening up those hips. Getting a little twist with your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Kick punch. Kick punch. Kick punch. Kick punch. I just realized that we didn't put our trash out, but I haven't seen the truck go by yet. So now I'm like, I'm gonna kick punch my trash right out to the street as soon as we're done. Okay, 3, 2, 1, grab that toy over your head and march, 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 march. Whoa. Watch out for your walls. Shoulder blades down and back. Relax that neck, keep breathing, even though something's over your head. You gotta keep breathing. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, that 30 seconds is gonna fly by. We got about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. So hands on your head. Pull that knee up. Nice job. Yeah, keep moving. 3, 2, 1. Kick punch. Doing great. 10 more seconds of these. Keep moving. Get ready to grab that PDC. 3, 2, 1. Overhead. March. March, march, march. Keep breathing. Shoulder blades down and back. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We got 2 more times. Ten seconds. And we're back to the top. Hands on your head. 3, 2, 1. Pulling your knees up. Wide stance. Yes. Nice. We look like some really cool music video or something. 3, 2, 1. Switch to those. Kick punch. More seconds. 3, 2, 1. Grab that toy, put it over your head, and march. Leslie, you gotta bring your toy on your next hike.
Hike like this.
Nice job. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We'll do one more set. Great job. A little chance to catch our breath. And we'll go through one more time.
I hope you don't miss your garbage.
I know, it'd be such a bummer if it went by like right now. Although it's fine. We don't fill it up every week. 3,
It's so close to the street
2,
anyway, you think they'd grab it.
1. Hands on your head, ready to go. Yeah, I know, it's really close. Like, just come up and get it. It's right there. But also, that makes it that easy for me. Like, okay, it's really close to the street. It's going to take me 2 seconds. And yeah, if I get it out on the street and then I just gather all the trash from in here and get it out, if they come while I'm doing that part, it won't be the worst, because we got those big bins and there's only 2 of us here, so. 3, 2, 1. Kick punch. Kick punch.
My legs are getting heavier.
What the heck?
I know.
How's that happening? It's because they're getting stronger. 3, 2, 1. Grab your toy. Overhead. It's also getting lighter because you're getting stronger. Yeah, march, 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 march. Almost there. 3,